I wanted to go to bed, and then they bring Dale Jr. and Steve Letarte on the post race, and it's like, well, let's see what they got to say. And then they brought I mean, if they keep having post race,
I'm going to start liking some drivers.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm going to start liking drivers. What's going on, everybody? My name is Brad, and with me, as always, is John, and this is Race Car Spelled Backwards, episode 124. Back from a hiatus.
Yeah, we're back.
Hiatus, break, whatever you want to call it.
Really a Fox break, if you want to get critical.
If you want to be honest, I mean, that was like the worst stretch of races.
Oh my gosh.
Ever. Like,
it was so bad.
And then you had Fox on top of it. It's like, wow.
I made it so much worse.
If you didn't think Fox was bad,
go watch the 500.
Yeah. I mean, go watch the 600 last night.
Yeah.
Then you'll know how bad Fox really was. Like, I don't think a lot of fans realized how bad Fox really was until we got something different.
Oh, no. I knew how bad it was.
Well, yeah, but I mean, like, we don't know better.
Right.
I mean, even NBC, last season, NBC was horrible.
Yeah.
Really, since Dale Jr. left NBC,
it's the Dale Jr. effect.
Bad. And it wasn't even great when he was there because they still had production problems.
Yeah.
But not nearly as bad as Fox, I will say. NBC never was on the same level as Fox.
They were never on that Rick Kendrick level.
Yeah, they still put an H in front of HMS and not a K. So Fox is just on a whole nother level, and like we're gonna get into it, I'm sure. But they ruined the Indy 500. They ruin everything they touch except NFL.
Yeah, so they just need to stick to NFL.
Yeah, no more motorsports, nothing but NFL.
Make their bag over there, and please leave motorsports.
Yeah, just stay as far away from motorsports as possible. Just leave that up to Prime. I would be okay if Prime carried every NASCAR race.
Me too.
Like that, what we had. I mean, I'm exhausted. Like I don't stay up till midnight. I'm past that age.
Yeah, he hit 40 and it was
downhill
done
from there.
Yeah.
So I like to go to bed. I like to get my 8-9 hours of sleep a night. And last night, I kind of still got it, but I still 6:30 rolled around and I'm awake like every day. So, but I couldn't go to sleep. I wanted to go to bed, and then they bring Dale Jr. and Steve Letarte on the post race, and it's like, well, let's see what they got to say. And then they brought. I mean, if they keep having post race.
I'm going to start liking some drivers.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm going to start liking drivers. Something I didn't do today that I usually do is I go on Twitter or X and I read the comments. I see what everybody's saying. See, I like to know everybody's opinion usually, but I didn't do that today because I don't care anymore.
Yeah,
I really don't. If you didn't enjoy what you saw last night, so be it. That's your opinion.
Yeah.
If you didn't watch because you didn't want to pay, that's on you too. I actually hate that for you because you missed a great race, but I could care less what anybody thinks anymore. Like, I watched that race last night and I loved it.
It was so much fun.
Yeah.
It was such a fun day. 600
miles of fun. Like, when have we had that?
The whole 600 miles too.
We haven't had
a whole race.
We haven't had a broadcast that good in 20 years.
It was phenomenal. I mean, not even last year after. No. There was none of the great races last year, like 3 Wide Atlanta, Bristol. None of that was as entertaining as the 2025 Coke 600.
No, we never had a broadcast moment last year that it just left me happy. Like, pure happiness and joy. That's what I felt. It was just it was just joyful. Like, we haven't had that in so long. I don't even know how to express it. Like,
it's probably the most enjoyable NASCAR race I've ever watched.
If NASCAR could bottle up last night and replicate that every week, they would have ratings as good as the NFL.
I mean, we're about to find out over these next 4 races.
We got 4 more races on Amazon Prime, and then I'm done watching for the year, and I'll come back next year for Prime because, like, I give TNT a shot. It's the same booth, same production crew, but they're going to have time restraints and all that crap. I hope they still put post-race on Amazon Prime. Like, we could do that all season. I'm down for that.
Post-race that's the first time I've ever watched post-race, I think.
It's the first time they've had it since you've been old enough to watch it.
That's true.
All right, we'll jump into all that as we get farther into the show. But what have we been up to? I mean, we have. So I got a promotion at work.
Yep.
Makes it really difficult to record during the week now. Today, obviously, is Memorial Day, so
It's a busy guy.
Yeah, I am busier now.
Boss man.
Today is Memorial Day though, so we'll take a moment just to remember all the ones who gave their life so that we can be sitting right here today. It's just kind of a somber holiday, but we honor and we remember those who fought for what we didn't fight for. Mm-hmm. Fought to give us our freedoms and give us, like I said, the opportunity to sit here. So thoughts and prayers go out to all the families that have been impacted. We're thinking about you and praying for you on a day like today.
Yep.
But like we said, I took a promotion at work. That does kind of take up a little more of my time, at least to do something like this. So it's been tough. You got
college and summer stuff going on. Like I leave for our church's kids camp tomorrow. I'm counselor, leading worship, and been busy with that.
Yeah, we got a lot going on. I mean, John, since we recorded last, I've been promoted at work. John's been accepted into college. He got into student housing. So 1st of August, we'll be moving him to college. And, I don't know that we're going to have any more episodes. I guess that's what I'm getting at.
This might be the last.
This could be our last. I would like to, originally we had said we would do an episode after every Prime because of just how good it turned out to be last night. But we didn't even know that when we said that. But I mean, he's gone this week. Next week, we got Metallica concert next Tuesday.
Yep.
Then I'll be in Savannah next week. Week after that,
I'll be gone again.
You'll be gone again. Week after that, I'm going to Charleston. So
yeah,
our weeks are just full probably through the rest of this summer. Maybe after the Atlanta race. I mean, we'll be at the Atlanta race. So if you're going to be at the Atlanta race, hit us up. But maybe we'll have time to do an episode that after the race. But
yeah, we won't even be watching the broadcast, so we can still talk about Prime.
Yeah. Well, they'll be on TNT, so it shouldn't be bad.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the thing. It's all about the broadcast crew.
Right.
The Prime crew will be doing the TNT races, so it should turn out all right.
Hopefully.
But, I do want to say it's been a fun ride. This show has been a blast. This is season 4, 124 episodes later. I never thought, when me and Jamie started this show 4 years ago, I never thought I'd still be doing it 124 episodes later. When me and John started doing it over a year ago now, I didn't think it would last as long as it's lasted.
I know. I was a surprise guest.
Yeah. And it's been fun. Like,
it has. It's been a lot of fun.
Yeah, we've had a blast. Me and Jamie had fun doing it, but me and John have had a blast doing it. I've met a lot of great people. I have a lot of people that I call friends now because of this show. I mean, Janet, Eric, Deb, Sydney, Brandon. I talk to Brandon daily. I mean, he's become one of my best friends. We talk about NASCAR, life, whatever. I mean, I've made some really good friends on this show or by doing this show. So everybody who's listened, followed along for the last 4 years, I greatly appreciate it. I know John does. You never know what the future holds.
Yep.
Maybe me and Jamie will break out another podcast here one day.
Moral of the story. Start a podcast.
Yeah, I told Jamie we'll just do a podcast about just 2 grumpy old men, and then we can just talk about whatever we want to talk about. Like, we can complain, we can not complain, we can care, we can even not care. It doesn't matter. So I know me and Jamie are planning, we did the Cannonball Run a few years ago. We're planning to do the Spanish Trail at some point in 2026. So, which the Spanish Trail runs from Jacksonville, Florida, to San Diego, California.
Hmm.
And we'll probably do like San Diego to Atlanta. It's hard to go all the way to the end because you have to pass your house and then turn back around. It's kind of like the Cannonball Run.
Yeah.
You know, it was like a 16-hour drive to New York City
To start it.
just to get to the start of it. So that was insane. I mean, we needed an oil change by the time we got to California. That's how far we drove. So, but before we dive into today's show, I want to give a shout out to our presenting sponsor, Designs by Sydney. Sydney is a master of graphic design, creating everything by hand with a personal touch. She has you covered if you're looking for unique NASCAR driver stickers celebrating each week's winner. This week it'll be Ross Chastain. But that's not all. She also offers custom logos, letterheads, t-shirts, and a whole range of custom stickers. Do you need to revamp your business's branding or boost your social media with eye-catching graphics? Then Sydney is your artist. Check out Designs by Sydney today for all your design needs, where creativity meets craftsmanship. And for the month of May, use code CAR, C-A-R 0525 at checkout to get $5 off an order of $25 or more. I just want to say thank you to Sydney as well. Sydney's another one of those individuals who I would call a friend, if not family at this point. So thank you, Sydney. Thank you to her company, Designs by Sydney. They've supported this show for years now.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's been an honor and a blessing. So thank you to Designs by Sydney. If you need some graphic design help, Sydney really is your artist. And not to mention, she's a great artist. She's a great person. So you'll find a great artist and you might even make a good friend out of it. So thank you, Sydney. Thank you, Designs by Sydney. Make sure to check them out. You won't regret it. You ready to jump into the show?
I tell you what, man, I'm tired.
I tell you, dude, it ain't just me over here.
No, it's not.
You think you making fun of me because I'm 40 and it's like, hey, old man's tired, huh? Yeah, old man is tired.
Yeah, I am too.
Like, I'm telling you, like, I wanted to turn off post-race. I'm like, all right, turn it off. And they're like, coming up next, Steve Letarte and Dale Jr. I'm like, oh, I guess I'll hang out.
Okay.
And then here comes Justin Marks and Ross Chastain. I mean, it was, I'm glad I stayed. I'm glad I kept watching.
Yeah. I thought it was funny watching William Byron fangirl over Carl Edwards.
Yeah, it was kind of Carl Edwards, man. Who knew?
I know, right?
Like,
oh my gosh.
He just disappeared and now we got him back. And it's like,
poof.
Why did he ever leave? Carl Edwards is phenomenal on TV. Like Corey LaJoy.
I know.
Who knew he was better on TV than in a car? Like, no offense to his driving, but you found it, dude. You found your kind of like Parker Kligerman.
Yeah.
Like, I really feel like Parker and Corey are on that same level. So great pre-race show. I mean, let's talk about Amazon's coverage and then we'll jump into talking about the race itself.
Oh man. I mean, where to start?
Pre-race. I mean, we could start there. It had those old school, if you grew up watching Speed Channel and Trackside Live, it had those vibes. And it had those college game day vibes with the fans screaming in the background. Like, I loved it. It got me pumped up for what was to come.
Yeah. I mean, and when's the last time? Never, actually. But like, Fox's pre-race is so boring.
Yeah, you have Michael Waltrip's grid walk. Like, no offense, Mikey, but this is not WWE.
Yeah.
And Michael brings a hokey, gimmicky, goofy WWE vibe to everything he does. Not that I don't like him. I actually enjoy Michael Waltrip in the booth sometimes. But Prime didn't have that. It felt like they took NASCAR seriously.
And that's something we've been missing a long time.
Yeah, Fox makes fun of NASCAR and tells us what we should like instead of giving us what we actually like.
Yeah.
Like, Prime allowed us to make our own decisions and our own opinions. Like, they break it down, give you the facts, and then they move on. They're not telling you will like this. Like,
this is what the fans want.
Yeah, I mean, you're not NASCAR. Stop lying to us. Like, just don't, you know? So, pre-race, I give it a 10. I give pre-race a 10. I thought it was great. Trotta, she did great. Edwards, we already said he did great.
Corey
LaJoy, great. And then you got the booth. Another one I want to throw out there, Trevor Bain.
Oh, I know.
Like, who knew?
Where,
I didn't even know he talked.
Where'd he come from?
Out of nowhere, and he's not nervous. He's just smooth. I thought he did a great job. He really brought some great insight. Like, I sound like a fanboy over here for the Prime broadcast, but I'm so excited to have.
It made NASCAR fun again.
Yes. Like that's it. That's the best way to put it. Like, we had fun last night. I mean, it was a long race. There's one time like, man, we still got 2 stages to go.
I know. At the end of stage 2, we're like, all right, and that's halfway. What, 9:30? Okay.
Yeah, it's gonna be a long night.
Yeah.
The broadcast booth.
Oh man.
Like, Adam Alexander doesn't get enough credit. But everybody played their role. This is where Fox is missing. Adam Alexander, play-by-play. He's young. He's on it. His cognitive ability is still 100. He's right there. He doesn't miss a beat. Then you got Dale Jr., the driver, bringing the driver aspect, bringing the excitement level to a 10 every single lap. Then you have Steve Letarte, the crew chief perspective, bringing something completely different and just letting it rip. And they don't talk over each other. They sound like 3 friends having a conversation during the 600-mile race.
Yeah, I mean, and Steve Letarte and Dale are just
gold.
It's amazing.
You couldn't ask for 2 better guys. Like, those 2 guys in the booth together should do all 36 races. I don't care what you think. It was
so entertaining.
Yeah, I mean, Steve's like, Dale over here hitting me. I got a Charlie horse in my leg. Like, I see it, Dale. Like, that's what they genuinely had fun. And because they genuinely had fun, we genuinely had fun. Like,
yeah,
I felt like I was watching my friends have a conversation, and I was almost part of it. I know I can't be. I guess I could talk to the TV. I talk to AI. So yeah. Me and Gronk have conversations. So why not talk to the TV? But no, I mean, I can't overstate it enough. Like, the excitement level, everything was there. Everything Fox is missing, Prime brought, and they brought it 30,000 times better than Fox has ever dreamed. I mean, this reminded me of Daytona when Dale Earnhardt Sr. passed away. Fox's first race. Like, Fox seemed happy to be on air. DW, Larry McReynolds. I mean, these guys were pumped up to be on TV. And that's what this reminded me of. Like,
yeah,
this was the inaugural streaming Prime Video NASCAR race that's going to be talked about for the next 20 years.
It was, I mean, I think the excitement level can't be talked about enough, because when was the last time that Mike, Kevin, Clint sounded excited?
They sound miserable.
They sound like they want to go home.
So here's the other problem with that. You have 2 drivers, and they're trying to give their perspective, but you have no crew chief perspective. So Kevin's trying to think too much, which Kevin Harvick on a podcast by himself, phenomenal.
Yes.
Kevin Harvick's not the play-by-play guy, and he's not the crew chief guy. He just needs to be the driver guy.
But he can't when he's got Clint talking in his ear.
Yeah, Clint's over here chasing squirrels, which is fine as the driver guy. But, if you got 2 guys chasing squirrels and Mike doing Mike things, like, I hate to bash Mike because he's an elder, and Mike's been the voice of NASCAR my whole life, but that ain't what we're here to do. We're not here to bash these guys, but I mean, they don't have what Prime has.
No.
We just put it like that. Wait, when's the last time you watched Fox and you went, man, those guys had so much fun in the booth. You could really tell how excited they were. Not half the time, you don't even know it's the last lap.
I know.
So Prime last night.
And this race was 200 miles longer than most of our races.
I know. Like, Mike and them can't even get through a 400-mile race.
And
They barely could get through the All-Star race. And that wasn't a bad race, by the way.
Yeah.
But then we had 600 miles for your first ever inaugural race on Prime, and they absolutely killed it.
I mean, what? Broadcast started at 5.
Yeah, 5 p.m.
And didn't end till 2?
Something like that. I mean, I know we went to bed. They were getting ready to show Earnhardt, so we went to bed. And I couldn't have stayed up no longer anyway. I was dozing. It was like 12:30, and I'm over there dozing off. You had the production team. Let's talk about that.
Oh, yeah.
The camera angles, the drone shots, you know what they showed? The graphics. They showed the whole race. Like, you got to see if nothing was going. When William Byron was running away with a couple second lead, they didn't just show that. They showed the other battles and actually talked about them.
Yeah, that I think that was the craziest part is that whatever they were showing, they were actually talking about it.
Yeah, and if something was boring, they found something that wasn't boring. I mean, they clearly talked about the storylines that were going on all day long.
Yeah,
they explained everything that, like, all the strategy, everything that was going on was explained clearly, so the average fan or the casual fan even could understand. And then the camera shot angles, like, I'm telling you what, one of the coolest shots of the night, in my opinion, was Denny Hamlin's eyes.
Yeah.
Like,
dude was locked in.
Whoever knew we needed to see that? I mean, Fox would have been zooming in on his helmet, on the side of his helmet, and you'd have been able to see half an eye. But, like, if you notice half of Denny's right eye, he's focused. Look at that helmet shake. Like, yeah. Fox would have screwed that up so bad, but not Prime. And some people said this is NBC's production crew. If that's the case, then we're in for a treat for the rest of the season, at least with production. Yeah. Because they absolutely did a great job. The graphics, like you mentioned.
Yes, the graphics were right.
Yeah. They were and it was like a throwback to like 1996. I loved it. I loved the graphic package.
Yeah, when they pulled up like this point standing, I was like, wow, that looks old.
Yeah, we haven't seen that in forever.
Yeah, I was like, wow.
Fox doesn't even show us the rundown for the top 10 after a finish order. So, no, the biggest winner last night was Amazon Prime.
Absolutely.
The biggest loser last night was Fox.
Oh,
Fox lost and they didn't even produce the race, and they still lost.
Well, they lost doubly because they had the Indy 500.
Which they ruined.
Oh, my gosh.
Which we're going to talk about here in a little while. So, all right.
Post-race.
Post-race. Yeah, man. Like, Amazon Prime's that good. They're so good. We've talked about it now for like 20 minutes. Yeah. But post-race, like, when's the last time we had a real post-race?
Usually what happens is they win the race, we interview Ross Chastain. All right, let's go interview second. And next program.
Yeah. We have Married with Children reruns coming on next.
Yeah.
The nightly news. You know, it's something stupid's coming on. Like, that's the thing. Prime doesn't have constraints. You know what? If the race is rain delayed, they don't change channels. They just keep rolling. Yeah. If it takes 2 hours to do post-race coverage, so be it. It took 2 hours. They still did it. Nothing got missed. Like, we have found the secret sauce to sports broadcasting. Put it on a streaming service. You know, I've listened to people. Well, I haven't listened because I don't care. But I've read some things. People are like, I didn't watch. I voted no on the poll because it was on Prime and I had to pay for it. First off, you're an idiot. Amazon Prime is free for 30 days. You can literally watch all 5 races for free. So if you're crying about that, shut up. I heard there was a guy called in Sirius XM last week talking about he had placed some bets on the race. He had like $200 bet on the race. He goes, but it's a shame I ain't going to watch it because I got to pay for it.
You just put 200.
Like, really, bro? Really? Like, this is the world we live in.
You're going to bet on the race, but you're not even going to watch it?
Yeah, you got these diehard loyalist fans that are like, you know, I'm not paying to watch NASCAR. What have you been doing the last 20 years, Bubba? Yeah. You've been paying for cable, Dish Network. You've been paying for something. YouTube TV, I don't care what it is. You're paying for something to watch it on Fox. FS1 ain't free, brother. You got to pay to watch that crap. This is the dumbest argument anybody's ever made. Like, NASCAR's behind a paywall. NASCAR's been behind a paywall since network TV got involved.
Exactly. I mean, it's
There's my rant for the day.
it's justified too.
Yeah, it just annoys
It's
me.
stupid.
Like, how stupid can you be? If you're on X and you're saying you didn't watch because of Prime, you're an idiot. I'm sorry. There's no fixing you. Like, once you're broke, you're broke. Your batteries are dead and they can't be replaced.
Yeah.
You're like an iPhone. It would take surgery to fix you. And then I saw one guy complaining. He's like, I hate this Amazon Prime stuff because of the lag. We didn't have no problems here.
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about.
Must be your internet. It's not an Amazon Prime. Like, y'all blaming Amazon on your internet being slow. Go pound sand. Nobody cares. Like, you can scream as loud as you want, but nobody's listening, bro.
Yeah.
Maybe the other 6 people who follow you on X, maybe they listen, but even my buddy Dave on X, like, he's a diehard loyalist fan. Like, he's old school NASCAR, but he enjoyed Prime.
Would you look at that?
Yeah, would you look at that? Just look at that right there.
Wow. No, post race was great. I mean, they had William Byron. Pre-race they had a bunch of drivers too.
I want Prime full season, all
Me
36 races. Could you imagine the Daytona 500 on Prime?
Oh my gosh!
Like, you wouldn't know how to act. I mean, I don't even think we could record a show. We'd be in shock. It would be so good we wouldn't even know what to say.
Yeah, we would enjoy talking about NASCAR.
Like, yeah, it's a lot better to jump on this podcast happy.
Yeah, for real.
All right, so Jeff Gluck poll. As of the time of recording this, it's a 90-10. 90% yes, 10% no. It could be our first race of the year in the 90 percentile. I doubt it, because there is that 10% fan base who I ain't watching because I got to pay.
Because it's on Prime.
I'm sorry, if you didn't watch the race, you should not vote either.
Yeah. Like, why are you voting?
It's not a was NASCAR accessible for free poll. It's was it a good race poll?
Yeah.
If you didn't watch, you have zero clue if it was a good race.
Yeah.
But let's take Amazon Prime out of the equation. Was it a good race poll?
Oh, it was.
Yes.
It was probably one of the best next gen races we've ever had.
Probably. There
It
was
had
literally a
everything.
race for the lead for 600 miles.
I know. No, this race had everything. It had battles for the lead. It had dominance. It had guys coming and going.
Chaos.
Hocevar. It had chaos. There was drama, storylines, anything you could have ever wanted out of a race. You had it in this race.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I like I said, the 10% who voted no, a lot of people were like, well, they're Larson fans. Like, that's stupid. I don't believe that. If you voted no because Larson just had a crappy day all the way around.
Yeah, he had a rough day.
He was just off. I don't know what was going on. He just wasn't firing on all cylinders, obviously.
No.
But yeah, you had Denny and William Byron.
Back and forth
You
all
had-
day.
Denny, William Byron, and Carson Hocevar.
Yeah. Then you had Chastain coming on at the end. Like, where was he all day?
40th.
Yeah. I mean, he came out of nowhere.
Don't say you can't pass. Dude started dead last and won the race.
Yeah. I mean,
It's hard to pass the leader in this car. Look, the car is not fixed.
no.
Honestly, the car probably still needs to be scrapped, and we need to start over from point A. Like, this car sucks. I'm not going to sugarcoat it, but it put on a heck of an event last night. The All-Star race wasn't even miserably bad. It's the best one we've had so far.
Yeah.
But I'm hesitant to praise this car because it's not the car. The car needs work. But last night was great.
It was.
Kyle Larson had a rough day.
Man, I mean, from Indy all the way to the 600, it was a rough day.
I think it was a rough month.
Yeah.
He hit the wall twice in practice and in qualifying.
I know you say, so you told me that you don't want Larson to do the double again. I think he needs to take like a year or two off and go do it again. I think the stress and all the activities of performing the double 2 years in a row is just too much.
You think it got to him?
Yeah.
I mean,
look,
obviously it got to him because that's Larson's easily in the conversation of the greatest of all time drivers, regardless of what you think or what if you're an F1 fan, an Indy fan, regardless of all that, I don't care. In my opinion, Larson's one of the greatest drivers of all time. He's one of the most versatile drivers who can. I mean, he went to Texas, won in the Xfinity Series, got in the High Limit Series, and then go to Cup and race. I mean, the dude, that's three different, completely different kind of vehicles, and he performs well on all three. So
yeah,
not many people can do that.
look, and like they were saying last night on the NASCAR broadcast, no one else is doing the double.
No.
Larson is the only person out there doing the double. So
I will say that I think Kyle Busch should do it.
I don't think Richard's gonna let him.
I don't think Richard would have a problem with it, actually.
You don't?
No, I think Richard's even said he would be cool with it. I think Kyle doesn't want to do it unless he's in a ride that he can actually win in, and I agree with that.
Yeah, I'm not gonna go get in a back marker car.
Yeah, like go maybe for Canassi or somebody he should go, or Penske.
Yeah,
They might have an opening soon.
yeah, right.
But go somewhere and have a shot. Like at first, I was like, Kyle Busch is too old. No offense, like Kyle's my age, so
yeah,
I'm not talking bad, but the older you get, your cognitive ability and your reaction time goes down. So with them watching Helio, we think he finished in the top 10, but Fox forgot to show us that.
We're not really
Ever.
sure. Yeah, literally not one time.
They never even showed the end of the race.
No.
They did not show Alex Palou crossing the finish line.
Nope.
So,
Or that last lap crash.
yeah, why we missed the finish line. So, no, I mean, I think Busch could do it though. After watching Castroneves do it, I think Kyle might be the right age. Maybe he's old enough now to appreciate it and not get too stressed out and actually go and enjoy it.
Or I think Larson's downfall, I think in general, is just driving too fast. He's fast.
Pushing it.
Yeah.
Larson, he didn't need to push it.
Exactly. Like they were talking about Alex Palou for that last 100 laps of the Indy 500, and they kept using words like calculated, surgical, strategic, patient. And that's what won him the race. I think that's what Larson in general is lacking.
Yeah, that's what lost Larson the race.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, NASCAR is not, it's becoming more and more about strategy. And if you watch Larson drive in NASCAR, these cup cars, a lot of times he wins, a lot of times he wrecks.
Yeah.
I mean, last night, he wrecked coming out of turn 4 because he was pushing it too hard.
Yeah.
On lap 30, which basically honestly, I think he was exhausted.
Probably.
I think he was hoping he'd hit the wall and be done. Like, I'm done. Can I go home now? Can I go to the holler and take a nap? I mean, I just I don't feel like Larson's heart was in either race.
No, not, I mean, and you got to think about last year, his debut IndyCar drive.
Oh, yeah.
It was phenomenal.
Yeah.
It was storybook.
It almost set him up for failure this year.
Yeah, it's like there's almost no possible way he could live up to his storybook of a debut last year. I mean, qualified, top 5, led a couple laps of the Indy 500, had a winning car.
Maybe God doesn't want him to do the double because the rain. I don't think Larson was even going to finish that race. I think they were going to have to pull him out with 15 laps to go so he could get on a helicopter and make it to Charlotte in time for the start of the race. Now, we had no issues with that. NASCAR said they weren't going to penalize him if he missed the driver's meeting or the driver's intro. I know a lot of people were mad about that, saying, well, that's showing favoritism. Yeah, maybe. I have no problem with it because Kyle Larson is bringing attention to NASCAR by doing this.
The Indy 500 broadcast is talking about NASCAR because Kyle Larson.
Yeah, there's 370,000 people at Indy and 70 at Charlotte.
Yeah.
Indy's way more prestigious, and like you said, they're talking about NASCAR at the Indianapolis 500 because of Kyle Larson. That's a huge fan base to hear about NASCAR who maybe don't watch it on a regular basis. Maybe they tuned in and checked out the Coke 600 on Prime Video.
And they probably loved it.
Yeah. If they watched it on Prime, they definitely loved it more than what they got yesterday.
Oh, yeah. Seeing all the people complain about Fox and the Indy 500 broadcast brings a smile, brings a tear to my eye. Because this is what we've been dealing with for years on Fox.
Yeah, it's been miserable.
Yeah,
Like, I don't even watch Truck Series racing whatsoever. I can't even watch it on mute. It's not just the booth, it's the production. It's everything about the Truck Series and Fox I hate. So I don't watch it.
Yeah.
Kyle Larson ended up getting taken out by Suarez. Suarez is like the ultimate talented driver for wrecking. Like, he never wrecks by himself. If he wrecks, he takes 3 or 4 with him.
Yeah.
I mean, granted, it's not his fault yesterday, but it's just like
it's Suarez, man. It's always
it's like a pattern. Like, he took out his own teammate in Zilich at Coda.
Yeah.
When he should have been on the brakes. Instead, he's on the gas. And then last night, it's like he bounced off the wall. Then he goes through the grass. I mean, he looks like he doesn't know what he's doing. Not just when he's wrecking, but when he's driving too. Like, which is about the same amount of time. Wrecking and driving is about the same. Yeah. I don't know what he does more, wrecks or drives, but I think he does both fairly well, actually. He wrecks better than anybody. He's like Buckshot Jones 2.0.
And I will say that the Trackhouse group as a whole is really interesting because you have Chastain, who has actually been like pretty decent this year. And then you have everyone else. It's kind of sucked.
Well, I think Chastain's probably the talented driver in the group.
Yeah.
I mean, nothing against Zilich. He'll get there.
Yeah, I mean, it's a cup car. We all know this car is drastically different to anything else.
Zilich will be replacing Suarez next year. And he got Van Gisbergen. I mean, he finished, 14th, 16th?
Stayed out of trouble.
14th. I mean, he put together a 600-mile race.
Yeah.
I think if I had to rank Trackhouse, I would go Chastain, Shane Van Gisbergen, Connor Zilich, Suarez.
Yeah.
I think Suarez is at the bottom, and that's why he's on his way out. The only person who actually thinks Suarez is talented and a really good race car driver is his wife.
Oh, well, that's good.
Yeah,
you need a supportive spouse.
Yeah, I mean, yay for your marriage. It's working.
Yeah.
Jimmy Johnson, 700th start.
Wow, that's a lot of starts.
He qualified 2 seconds slower than his first start at Charlotte Motor Speedway, 700 starts ago. Like, we've slowed down.
Yep.
We're winning.
We are 2 seconds slower than we were when Jimmy started.
IndyCar qualified 240 miles an hour, and we're putt-putting around. we're waiting on another manufacturer.
Yeah, well, guess what? IndyCar has that other manufacturer, and they just went 240. So.
Yeah. I mean, what car manufacturer wants to go, I build the slowest motor in the industry?
Yeah, right? That makes absolutely zero sense. All right, we want another manufacturer. So what are we going to do? We're going to drive slower because that's what car people want.
Yeah, that's exactly what I want. I want to buy the slowest possible car.
Yeah.
That's every man's dream.
Is there a car with 2 cylinders? I'll take that one.
I'll just push it. Fred Flintstone.
I was about to say, can we cut out the floorboard? I'm just going to Flintstone this thing.
A lot of people are complaining about Jimmy Johnson, saying he needs to hang it up, retire, quit, not do this. It's embarrassing. It's ruining his legacy, blah, 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 blah. Shut up.
You can't ruin his legacy.
Yeah, just shut up. Nobody cares.
Seriously.
Like,
this dude's a 7-time champion.
Yeah, 7-time champion.
You can do whatever you want.
Yeah, the dude if it can be accomplished, he's accomplished it.
Yeah.
He's on the same level as Richard Petty and Dale Earnhardt, and you're saying he's ruining his legacy?
Yeah, no.
I don't care if he wants to go start and park for the next 30 years. Let him do it. And shut up.
He's amazing.
Yeah, I listening to his podcast, him and Marty Smith. It's great. They do such a great job. It's not just NASCAR only. They talk about a lot of things, but Jimmy's just a genuine guy, and to see what he's done in 700 starts is amazing.
Yeah.
So thank you, Jimmy Johnson. I'm glad to have been a part of it and get to witness it. It's kind of cool. And I don't think this is it. I don't think he's hanging it up. This was just a 700 start.
Speaking of Jimmy and his Legacy Motor Club last night, showing some speed.
Yeah, I know. We're all season, actually. They've been stepping it up.
Yeah.
Gibbs has been stepping it down. Legacy's been stepping it up.
Yeah.
I mean, John Hunter, I don't like him.
But
I was impressed.
He has some speed. And Eric Jones was even in the top 10.
Eric Jones, he's as boring as white bread, but he was there, man.
Yeah.
And I don't care for him either. I don't care for most of these NASCAR drivers, if I'm being completely honest. Most of them have zero personality for you to ever care about them.
That might change with Prime.
True.
Maybe Prime can get their personality out of now.
Have a beer after the race. Maybe they get talkative.
Yeah, exactly. They need to have Gregson on pre-race next week.
Yeah, I mean, speaking of personalities, the next two guys we're going to talk about both have a personality. You got Noah. We'll start with Gregson since you mentioned him. He finished 10th. This dude tweets out. So yesterday, Chase Elliott or one of Chase's handlers, because I don't know that he's allowed to use his fingers to type on a text message.
We know Chase doesn't even use social media.
Yeah, he don't even know what Twitter is or X or Facebook or any of that. He's like, oh, what? What? We got X? What's that? But somebody tweeted out for Chase that come buy a diecast car. First 100 people to buy a diecast car get an autograph by Chase Elliott. That's a $125 autograph. Let me just tell you. And Noah Gregson retweets it and go, or you can come see me for free. He said, I don't make you buy a diecast to get my autograph. Just get in line. If you're in line, I'll sign it.
Yeah.
Like, if anybody's wondering why this guy won the fan vote last week.
Well, there you go. That's why. This dude genuinely cares about his fans.
There's only two guys. Is that rain?
That is rain.
Oh, wow. There's only two guys in NASCAR who have a personality. And if you put them in a winning car, NASCAR would win. It would be a winning combination for NASCAR.
That's a fact.
I mean, look, Noah Gregson out there running around top 10 all day yesterday.
Yeah, I mean, he was there all day.
He outdrove his car, outdrove his teammates. They wrecked. He didn't. And he looked good.
Yeah.
And then all his pre-race shenanigans he does, like, dude,
so he's awesome.
If he don't make you laugh, you got serious mental issues.
You need some help.
And now let's talk about my favorite.
Oh, I love
Carson Hocevar.
Dude, it's such a heartbreak.
I was devastated for him when his engine blew.
I
think he had a shot.
Yeah, I did too. Could you imagine that? If he would have won that race.
We watched episode 1 of the Earnhardt documentary, and the whole time I'm watching it, and I'm thinking of Carson Hocevar. The only thing Carson's lacking that Dale Earnhardt Sr. had was like blue collar, that kind of aspect. Like, he was just a good old boy. He was your mechanic. He's the guy you could easily get to know because he was like your neighbor.
Yeah,
Hocevar's kind of a goober, but he has a huge personality, and I love it.
And he's not afraid to drive the crap out of that car.
No, and he's not afraid to wreck somebody. Like, watching that documentary, it's like, this is how Carson Hocevar drives. And all the former Dale Earnhardt Sr. fans are like, I hate Carson Hocevar.
Like, why? He's like your driver. That's your guy.
He is exactly what NASCAR needs. He's what we're missing. If him and Noah Gregson were winning week in and week out, this sport would be unstoppable.
Oh, it would be great.
You would have the two largest personalities in the sport winning races, and like you said, that would be great. It's only a win for us.
Yeah.
With those two guys.
I would say another thing Hocevar's lacking is like just the coolness factor.
That's what I mean. He's a goober.
Yeah, like
he's not cool.
He's a little goofy guy.
He needs to figure out how to fix that. I mean, he drives around Concord, North Carolina in the number 3 Dale Earnhardt truck. It's a truck painted just like Dale Sr.'s old truck. I mean, it's just cool. Like, the kid, he's 22 years old. He drives like a young Dale Earnhardt Sr. I don't know what more you could ask for. Like,
maybe he just needs some sunglasses or something.
Yeah, give him some sunglasses and a mustache. Maybe he needs a beard.
Yeah.
Goatee, something. Like, grow some facial hair. Knock a tooth out, maybe. Like a hockey player. Maybe you should be missing a front tooth. I mean, maybe an eye tattoo, like under your eye. Like, a heart.
77.
Yeah. A tire.
Yeah.
Something. A number 3 for Dale. Do it for Dale.
But he needs to get a little cooler.
I don't.
I love him.
I don't know why everybody hates him, man. I think it's because he don't have that cool aspect. Because he's just like a 22-year-old unrelatable Gen Z goober.
Yeah.
I think that's the only way I know to describe him, like a nerd. But I love the guy. Like, he's slowly taking over my favorite driver spot. Like,
Yeah.
if I'm gonna have to go with a favorite driver, which if we're done with this show, I'm gonna have a favorite driver again. I've tried not to have one, so I could, talk about everybody. But I'm leaning heavily towards Carson Hocevar.
And the kid's got speed too.
Oh,
he's fast.
He is out driving his equipment every week by 10 spots.
Oh, absolutely.
And he either wins or wrecks, or
Yep.
finishes good or wrecks. He ain't won yet, but I wouldn't be surprised if Hocevar.
He's close.
I mean,
he's right there.
I actually picked him for this weekend in Nashville.
I mean, he could. I mean, he's got the speed. He's so close to getting that first win.
I would love to see him win, just to shut up all the naysayers.
Yeah.
Like, I'm tired of hearing you complain about Hocevar. The same guy who gets on X and goes, "These drivers ain't got no personality." I hate NASCAR. They don't have any personality. Then you get Hocevar with personality. You're like, Hocevar's got too much personality. I hate Hocevar.
Like, dude, pick a lane and stick in it.
Yeah. Or you know what? Maybe unsubscribe from X. So the world doesn't want to hear you complain. I mean, really, if you're on social media, you're only on it to complain. Like, really, that's it. Nobody posts on there, "Had a great day today." It's negative. Like, I deleted like 17 tweets this morning because I had things to say to people who were like, "I hated that race on Prime. It was laggy. It lagged too much." I actually muted a guy or unfollowed a guy on X because he, in large capital letters, he complained and cussed all night about how bad the broadcast was. So I had to unfollow him because I don't care, man. You're like one of a billion people complaining right now. Shut up.
For real.
Like, no wonder your wife don't like you. And I'm just assuming that. Denny Hamlin, pit crew cost him the race.
Man, Denny was on it tonight.
I think Denny had a fast car.
Denny was. I don't know who was faster, Byron or Denny. I would probably have to say Byron, but it's like they were just going back and forth all night. Like, Byron would be up front, Denny'd run him down. Denny'd pass Byron. Byron be behind Denny. Byron run Denny down. And they were just going back and forth all night. It was like, who's gonna win?
They made that race.
Oh, absolutely.
Like,
I mean,
neither one of them won it, but the race wouldn't have been as good as it was without those two guys in it.
No, I mean, all night it was like, okay, who's gonna win this, Denny or Byron? Because it was all night. I mean, you're just waiting for those last 10 laps. Like, who's gonna do it?
It was coming down to the last 10. Then the last pit stop of the night, Denny's crew forgot he needed 2 tanks of gas.
Yeah.
They tried.
Missed some gas.
They tried. I mean, they used to be the best pit crew in the world. They've fallen off the last year or so. But you win as a team, you lose as a team. I'm not going to bash them. They made a mistake. A really big mistake that cost your driver the win, but you made a mistake.
Yeah.
Crap happens. You move on. I'm sure Denny was upset, but, Denny will put it behind him and move on. You know, he's not going to dwell on it, and you really can't. You gotta let it go and move on.
Yeah, I mean, you can't change it now. He's still trying to get those 60 wins.
But I hated it because do I think Denny could have held off Chastain? Probably not.
No, Chastain actually passed Denny after.
Could you imagine, though, if it was Denny, Byron, Chastain, and Hocevar, 10 laps to go, all of them with enough fuel?
Oh, my gosh. It would have been.
Yeah, it would have been amazing.
It would have been electric.
The other thing we had last night that I really enjoyed was we didn't have a caution to bunch them back up. I mean, you had Reddick went head first into the wall just about. I don't know how he saved that, but there's crap all over the track, and NASCAR let them keep racing. I'm like, thank you.
I mean, NASCAR did that a couple times last night where it's like, really? We're still green?
Yeah, I was surprised numerous times.
Yeah.
But thank you.
Yes, it was.
You could have easily screwed the night up by throwing a caution there, but you didn't. And we all know NASCAR's worst enemy. So
yeah. Oh, in the last 70 laps, commercial free.
Like, what? Fox goes to commercial with 10 laps. 10 laps to go. Let's go to a commercial.
Yeah.
4 laps to go now.
Like,
let's hit another commercial. Side by side so you don't miss the ending.
Yeah, I mean.
Then you still miss the ending.
It built up the ending of that race. It built up the entire race so much to just let the guys in the booth just talk about the race and let us just watch the race.
Yet another reason why the racing should be on streaming only.
Yeah.
No time constraints.
Because it was so, I mean, it was like, 50 laps to go, and we both sat up at the edge of the couch. Like,
I know.
It's like, there's still 50 laps to go.
And it was a good 50 laps.
It was.
I mean, there was a few moments during the race at the beginning where I was dozing off.
Oh, I know, I saw.
But that was it.
I dozed off pre-race.
Yeah. That was stage 1. And then it started getting good. And I was like, okay, actually, I'm not going to fall asleep here.
Yeah.
This is not another Fox race. I'm going to be able to make it all the way through this race without falling asleep. So I can't get over it. Then you had Ross Chastain. Dude started dead last. Not because of a penalty, but because of a tire. And they rebuilt that car, got 2 hours of sleep, brought him back to the track, and drove from 40th to first place to win that race. I'm not even a fan.
It took all 600 miles.
Oh, yeah. I'm not a Ross Chastain fan, but heck of a job, dude.
Yeah. I mean, that is a career drive.
Yeah. I wasn't even mad. Like, honestly, I think Ross winning made it even better than if Byron would have won.
Yeah.
Like, Byron leading that whole race didn't ruin it for me because even though he led a lot, him and Denny changed positions a lot. Hocevar was giving them a run for their money a lot. And then the whole Chastain with 5 laps to go run. Like, heck of a drive. Chastain went out there and earned it. Like him, love him, hate him. It doesn't matter. Fake farmer or not. We still got a good show, and congratulations to Ross Chastain and Trackhouse Racing. Like, they did it, they brought it, they did exactly what they needed to do to win, and I'm good with it.
Yeah.
Like, I enjoyed a 10. It's still a 10. The whole race is a 10.
Like, I mean, like I said earlier, this race had everything. It had everything you could ever want.
Yeah, this was a dream race.
It was. This is a historical NASCAR race.
I agree. I don't think we've seen any, like I said, 20 years plus since we've had this good of a, I mean, not just a good, we've had great races, don't get me wrong, but we had a great race. We had a great broadcast booth. We had a great production team. We had a great pre-race. We had a great post-race.
It was all
everything.
It was all great. It was all
every box you needed to check got checked last night.
Yeah, and it was great. It was magical.
Yeah, it wasn't North Wilkesboro magical, but it was pretty dang magical.
Yeah, well, we were at North Wilkesboro.
I wish we'd have been there last night. But if we would have been there, it wouldn't have been the same. We wouldn't have got to experience the Prime booth. So I think it was a great race, but I think Prime took it up 3 notches.
Yeah.
Like, they're the reason it was magical. You had everything, all the chips fell perfectly. All the stars were aligned last night. Everything worked out and went exactly like it needed to go for you to say, man, what a night.
I know. I mean, you got, anytime anything remotely interesting happened, you got Dale. Oh.
I love that. Some people hate it, and he's like, side job. I'm like, yes, like, he cares. Instead of Clint going, there he goes. And Kevin go, yep. That's it. That's their last lap. Instead, we got Dell and Letarte screaming and Adam Alexander hyping you up. Is like, I got to go to bed soon, guys. Chill out.
Oh, man.
Oh, yeah.
Well, Byron, what a night. What a weekend for Byron. Dominated
the Xfinity race. Won every stage of every race except for the last lap that he needed to win at Charlotte.
Yeah. I mean, what a heartbreak, but what a drive as well.
When the Xfinity race started, I told John, I said, who's driving the 17? He goes, William Byron. I go, there's your winner.
And sure enough.
And then in true 17 fashion, they get a penalty.
Go to the back.
They do that intentionally.
I swear, because every time that 17's on track, they have to go to the back and drive through the whole field.
Yep.
Every single time.
And sometimes they win, sometimes they don't, but they always finish in the top.
Yeah. And, Allgaier kind of dropped the ball. But Yeah, it happens.
That's heartbreaking to hear. I mean, he took the blame, and he should have. He should have pitted.
Yeah.
I don't think he would have won. I still think Byron was going to win that race. That 17 was faster than the 7. When Byron caught him, he was gone. If the 7 had fresh tires, he could have probably given him a run for his money, but he was still going to lose.
Yeah.
I'm glad Byron won and not Sanchez. Don't know enough about him, but I enjoyed. The Xfinity race was good. Chris Wright is still wrong, if you didn't know. Basically, Daniel Soros is the Chris Wright of NASCAR Cup Series racing.
Oh my God, Chris Wright needs to stop. Like, seriously,
I think he needs a lobotomy. Like, if they do brain transplants, he should raise his hand. Put me in line, coach.
It's every week. Like, it's worse than Suarez.
You know, Chris Wright is like if you took a ping pong player and put them in a cup car or an Xfinity car and says, go race. 1 week. No practice, nothing. That's Chris Wright. I don't think he would be good at ping pong or racing. We know he's not good at racing. It's
embarrassing.
Yeah,
jeez.
It's embarrassing for me. But, yeah, William Byron, golly, I mean, he did everything right all weekend long.
Yep.
I hated to see him not win, but I love to see him not win too. Like, it just added to the weekend.
Yeah.
But William Byron's a real deal.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, he got that extension with Hendricks, totally deserved.
Very well earned.
Very well.
His extension was a real extension, unlike Kyle Busch's pickup of an option year.
Yeah.
Kyle Busch, how do you feel about your extension? Like, they took my option. Like, I was either leaving or staying. Like,
he's like, now I gotta wait till 27.
Yeah, I don't have a choice in the matter. Basically, I'll need a lawyer to get out of this. So, wow.
Yeah.
We got an extension. Like, you know, NASCAR trying to make a storyline out of something that's nothing, is basically all that was. But, whatever. I'm okay with Kyle staying at RCR for another year because where else is he going to go?
Right. Oh, you should go take Gibbs' spot.
Yeah.
Take it back.
Or go to Penske maybe. But I don't see him and Joey ever being teammates, so
no.
Not again. What else? What other news we got? Oh, Fox. Let's talk about Fox ruining the Indianapolis 500. So First off, I want to say congratulations to Alex Palou and Chip Ganassi. Well earned, great victory.
Yep.
But this has to be the worst ever Indy 500 coverage to date.
It was laughable, but as NASCAR fans, we were watching it. We're like, yeah, this is about right. This is what we expect.
This is what we get every weekend on the Truck Series and every week in the Cup Series. This is why NASCAR fans are literally the happiest after Fox's final broadcast.
Yeah,
because we know we don't have to deal with that crap until next season when they can come back and ruin the Daytona 500 like they do every year.
Yep.
I mean, it's not even a prestigious race anymore because Fox has ruined it. Just like the Indy 500. Like, if I'm an Indy fan, I'm like, this sucks. Y'all just sold our TV rights to Fox exclusively. Like, we had NBC last year do the Indianapolis 500. They did a great job. We had Fox this year. They did a crappy job.
Terrible. I mean, you don't show the finishing order.
Ever.
You don't show the final crash, the last lap crash that caused a caution. You don't show Alex Palou crossing the start-finish line to actually win the race.
How about Jamie Little interviewing the winner of the race on the front straightaway, and within 10 minutes, she's interviewing him again in Victory Lane, all on the main broadcast.
And it's not like you can confuse her with that suit on. I mean,
Pepto-Bismol pink. Jamie's taking a lot of crap this season for good reason. I mean, she's not a play-by-play person. Fox threw her in the booth. It is ruining her reputation. Unlike Jimmy Johnson's, hers is ruinable.
Yeah.
It can be ruined, and they're doing a good job of it. And I don't know, man. It's this hokey, goofy crap Fox tries to do. It's not funny.
No.
Like, you're at probably the most prestigious race in the world.
Oh, easily.
The Indianapolis 500. Like, it's bigger than NASCAR.
It's bigger than any motorsport.
That one race is bigger than Indy, the whole car series, period.
Oh, hands down. Easy.
And then we had Alex Palou go out and win. First driver to go. He's won both. He won the road course and the Indianapolis 500 in the same year. Dude's won like 6 races this year now.
Yeah, he's like I think 5 out of the 6 or something like that. I mean, dude is having a generational season.
Yeah, Max Verstappen type of year.
Yeah, I mean, he is the guy in IndyCar.
Like, I know one time I told John, I'm like, the scoring tickers are so bad. And then Jamie texts me out of nowhere. He's like, I can't handle this. Fox is ruining my day. They're killing me. They can't even get, I mean, you're literally watching first and second swap places, and first and second on the track never swap places. Just on the scoring pylon over here to the side. And then they would put those stupid, the banner above the driver's car was like the whole TV width. Alex Palou. You can't see anything going on. They're covering his car, but it was never his car. It's like all over the screen.
Different cars. It's like, oh my gosh.
Fox is literally the worst. I mean, people on Flow Racing at Billy Bob's short track in the middle of Arkansas do a better job producing a race than Fox. Fox should be banned for life from covering motorsports, period. Like, it's all about money for them.
And hopefully, with this abysmal Indy 500 broadcast, that will be the case.
It was a crap show from the time the broadcast came on TV with Fox.
Yeah.
They never once got it under them. They never once had control of that race.
Even during the rain delay at the start of the race, they kept talking like, race is about to start. They never, like, there was no updates, no nothing. Like, why is if I didn't look up why it was delayed, I would have had no idea.
Oh, I know. No, they never once talked about it.
Yeah, it was.
He had
ridiculous.
Danica, who I struggle with Danica. That's all I'm going to say about that. I mean, that's all I got to say about that.
They had Tony.
I love Tony.
I love Tony.
I like Tony because he's so outspoken. He's like, them guys at NASCAR ain't got a clue. You got the Francis grandson or son running the show and some dude from the NFL. And they're telling me they know better than me. Like, yeah. Nah. Tony's great. Tony is really, and he's having fun. Like, he's happy. You can see happiness on Tony Stewart. He wasn't happy at NASCAR.
Oh, no.
Which most people aren't. Even their fans aren't even happy.
That's true.
Congratulations on the winner of Monaco. Norris goes out and wins it again.
He had a great qualifying.
Great qualifying. Like, I don't know who made the decision to move Monaco off of this weekend, but they did. This was the last year we have the big 3.
Really?
Monaco is historically the most boring race on TV.
Yeah, but everyone knows that, and everyone's like,
and we still watch.
Yeah,
I still
it's Monaco.
Yeah, because like you said, it's Monaco. It's prestigious. It's got. What are we gonna do on Memorial Day weekend? We're gonna go to church on Sunday. We're gonna watch Monaco. We're gonna watch the Indy 500. We're gonna watch the Coke 600. Well, Monaco's boring, but I still watch. The Indy 500, if they're still on Fox, it's going to be a struggle for me to watch that next season.
Yeah.
And then the Coke 600, thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord Jesus, for giving us Prime Video and Dale Jr. back. Like, oh, man, I just can't.
I will say with the Indy 500, watching Alex Palou's celebration was cool.
Oh, yes.
That was awesome.
That was the best celebration in motorsports history. Like, seeing him throw his gloves off. And then when he saw his team come over the wall, like the pure joy and genuine excitement that he showed, like I was excited. I wanted to go run up and hug him.
Yeah, I mean, it was awesome.
You don't see celebrations like that ever.
No.
And when you get one, it's usually an IndyCar driver. So Indy knows how to celebrate.
That's a fact.
I hope NASCAR drivers were watching. Like Ross Chastain does a good job with the stupid watermelon, but I think it's stupid, but it's his thing.
Yeah, he carried that piece of watermelon around for a long time.
Yeah, you know how many people probably gonna get home with cold sores and catch all kind of syphilis and stuff from eating that watermelon that shoved it. Ross would shove it in somebody's face. They'd take a bite and he'd shove it in the next guy's face. I mean, you might as well have kissed the guy next to you. Like, you just kissed like 7 dudes is basically what happened.
I mean,
and you're like, yeah, I just ate Ross's watermelon. No, you didn't. You just kissed Jimmy, Bubba, Daryl, Ted, Terry, I mean, you
It's
literally
bad.
just kissed every dude next to you, basically.
Look, and
Y'all are swapping spit and calling it watermelon. You might as well put watermelon lip gloss on and just kiss.
Look, I don't know if I'd ever want to go home and tell my wife I just kissed Ross's watermelon. That doesn't sound right.
No. That's like them make it. What was that big word they tried to use? Master straight or what was it? Magistrate?
Maturation.
Yeah, like Corey LaJoy, Carl Edwards throws it out. It's like, okay, he's been homeschooled on the farm the last 30 years since he's disappeared or whatever. So then Corey tries to use it, and it's like, nah, bro. You're just a little, you're just a country boy. Like, you can't use words like that because now everybody, they muted it. They beeped it out. They're like, what did he just say? Beep that out. We can't talk. Corey, we can't talk about that on TV, sir.
I think the first person to actually say, I think it was Adam Alexander.
Was it? I thought it was Edwards that threw it out.
No, I think Adam said it during the race, talking about Hocevar.
Oh, I just know on post race when Carl threw it out, I'm like, what did he just say? I don't even know what that word means. Like,
yeah.
No, this is NASCAR, man. This ain't a spelling. This ain't Jeopardy.
That's a big word.
And then when it was so awkward when LaJoy threw it out. It's like, I don't even think you used it right, bro. But it was funny. I mean, I loved it. I was laughing. I enjoyed it. So keep doing it. LaJoy, keep using your word of the day. You sound like Jamie. Jamie gets his word of the day every day, and he'll call me and we're talking. He's like, Master straight. I'm like, what'd you just say? What are you doing?
No,
we can't talk. Getting your beans grinded or something. Like, I don't want to talk to you right now.
Ross just needs to smash his watermelon, take a bite, and throw it down.
Yeah, be done with it. Quit shoving it in people's face. But whatever. I mean,
he carried that thing all the way to victory lane.
Probably still got it with him. Yeah. See, somebody stole his hat.
Oh, really?
So somebody reached in his car to congratulate him. He thought the guy was congratulating. The guy grabs his hat and took off running. He's like, I got your hat, and took off. Now, NASCAR security got a hat back for Ross. But Ross was pissed. He's like, dude, I carry that hat everywhere. He said, it rides the whole race with me. And when I win, I put it on a shelf with my trophy.
Yeah.
That's his tradition, along with rotted watermelon. You know how many rotted watermelons he's got? Ugh. 6 now, I think. But no, I mean, some dude stole his hat. Like, that's like when Denny Hamlin won the Coke 600 and me and Jamie were there. Some guy tried to jump on the hood because he was mad Denny won. So he jumped on the hood and it's like, oh, yeah, this is going to go over well for you, guy.
Yeah.
He's got 7 linebackers following him around in pit crew uniforms and NASCAR security. Jimmy, you're going to win, buddy.
Yeah.
Jump on the hood and see what happens.
You're going to make your point.
Just like the dude with the mullet that stole Ryan's hat. Chastain's hat. He didn't get far.
No.
Let's talk about mullets.
Oh, yeah.
Mullets are where your career goes to die.
Look, I said it at the start of the season with Reddick, and I was like, is he growing a mullet? First off, Reddick is too short to grow a mullet. He looks like he's 15 years old.
Yeah, he looks like a 14-year-old baseball player.
His son looks older than him.
Fact.
And now it looks like Larson's got the same thing going on.
And look, he had a bad day.
You got to get rid of the mullet. Yeah. Mullets are not meant for drivers.
No, Ricky got rid of the mullet and started running better.
Yeah, you got to get rid of the mullet. Maybe if you're middle school and you're playing baseball, okay. But you're a professional NASCAR driver.
You're married.
Yeah, she don't like that.
No, there's no way she likes it.
I guarantee you, Reddick's wife ain't like, ooh, that's hot.
Yeah, no, she's embarrassed by it, but he makes good money, so she'll keep her mouth shut. She's like, I love him. He's ugly with his mullet, but he makes good money, so if he wants a mullet, so be it. Well, he could make more money without the mullet.
Yeah.
He was a better driver without the mullet.
That's a fact.
Finished better, raced better, drove. Everything was better when he didn't have the mullet. Kyle Larson.
Same thing.
He's in the infantry stages of his mullet.
Yeah.
And it's a weird, like a stripe, like you'd put down a dog, like a chow, like you do the stripes down their back to help shade them in the summer.
Yeah.
That's what he looks like the groomer cut his hair. He went to the groomers with the dog and got a haircut, or maybe his son did. I don't know. Maybe Owen's cutting his dad's hair now.
Maybe.
Whatever's going on, obviously it's not working. So
look, Reddick hasn't had a great as year as he did last year. He grew the mullet out. I'm just saying, there's a correlation. There's a connection.
What else we got? What else have we not talked about?
truck race, I guess. I mean, Corey Heim.
I didn't watch it.
I watched the highlights.
I didn't even watch that.
Corey Heim.
I saw on
whooped
X
the
that
field.
Heim won.
Yeah. I mean, he outdrove, what was it, Chastain and Busch.
What about Riggs?
Lane Riggs, he was up there, but you know, it was Heim, Chastain, and Busch really.
What do you think about Riggs?
Dude needs to calm down.
Yeah, I mean he's got an attitude, and I
Look,
don't know. He's dry. I don't think he's earned. I don't know. I just don't care how. If you're gonna, here's the thing. At the end of the day, if you're gonna wreck somebody to win, you need to win.
You better win. That's what I was about to say.
You look like a punk.
Yeah, you look stupid.
So he looks stupid.
Yeah. And, you know, I think Corey in the truck series, Corey is on a whole nother level than everybody in that truck series. And I think Corey is living rent-free in every single driver set in that series.
Yep.
Because people don't even try to pass Corey anymore. They wreck him.
No, I mean, it's like, I hear it you see it online. People are like, Corey's cheating. That's the only reason he's running so well. No, he's not.
He's that good.
And they were saying it about William Byron. Like, William Byron cheated. That's why HMS ran so well last night. Like, no, it ain't.
I mean, people are saying Alex Palou cheated. That's why he won. I mean, it's just people that don't like him.
Like, matter of fact, I wish we could have just like 1 month of positivity. Like, for the month of June, we're going to call it Positivity Month. And if you have something negative to post online, it should be mandatory. It shouldn't even post. Like, Gronk knows if it's negative, he should just unpost it. There should be no negative social media posts for the whole month of June. We're just going to call it Positivity Month, and we're all going to be happy. And, you know, so I was telling Brandon this. I went through on my social media timeline on X, and anything political or negative, or just negative about the world or news, anything news related, political related, whatever, I muted those individuals. Now my timeline is nothing but NASCAR and Buffalo Bills stuff.
I mean, what more do you need?
Yeah, I'm with you. But my whole life has improved. Like, I am a happier person. For one, I don't have time anymore to pay attention to that crap. Like, I'm actually busy now with work, and I just don't have time to keep up with that crap. But two, I'm just happier. Like, life's not so negative. So I'm just public service announcement. The month of June, Positivity Month. We're not posting negative things on X. And if you do, I'm going to mute you. Yeah. And then in July, if you do it, I'm still going to mute you. Like, I just don't care anymore. I really don't care what anybody else thought about the race. I really don't. I'm over it all. I really am. Like, I'm over the negativity. I'm over the people hating on NASCAR. Yes, it sucks half the time. We just went through 6 races of...
And good tracks, too.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. That's the worst part of it. These are great tracks, but they'll figure it out one day or they won't. It's not the end of the world. Like,
as long
there's
as
so many other things that matter more than what people are complaining about.
Yeah. And as long as we have Prime, it'll be somewhat entertaining.
Yeah, I think Prime could take a crap show of a race and make it interesting. Or at least entertain the viewers.
I kind of hope one of these 5 races that they're doing sucks, just to see how they handle it.
I don't, but
I mean, Pocono probably won't be that good.
No, probably not. Well, who you taking for Nashville? I'm taking Carson Hocevar.
Larson.
You think he'll come back?
That's usually what he does. I mean, he usually has a really bad week, and then next week, he's lights out. There's no one that can even touch him.
That's not far off from the truth. So
yeah,
wouldn't surprise me to see Larson go out and dominate at Nashville.
As long as it's not.
I think I'm going to pull for Carson Hocevar every race until he wins.
Yeah, I mean,
eventually he's going to do it, right?
Right.
What do we miss?
I don't think we get anything. I think we really covered it all.
Yeah, I think we did. Race will be Nashville at 7 p.m. on Amazon Prime.
7?
Yeah, it's a night race. Good thing, because I have a pastoral search committee meeting before the race from 5 to 6.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, we've got to find a new youth minister for our church, so I'm part of the team. Going to help find them. Yay. We need one. We need a youth pastor.
Yeah.
Jim Battle's just, you've been doing it for what, 85 years?
41.
41 years. That's close.
Yeah.
He's 85 years old.
No.
We love Jim. Don't hate to pick on the man, but we're gonna miss him as the youth pastor. He still goes to church. He's still alive.
He's still with us.
Yeah. But no, we got that. So I'm glad it's a 7 p.m. race. I can still make it home in time.
Yeah.
Well, thanks to everybody who listens, watches, and follows the show every week. You know, like I said in the beginning, this could be our last episode. We don't know. But thanks to everybody who's watched, paid attention,
it's been
interacted. Fun. Fact. Make sure you subscribe to us on YouTube, Apple Podcasts, Spotify Music, wherever you listen. Check us out. And leave us a review like Brandon and Eric did. When you leave reviews, it helps other people find the show. Just because we're not recording new episodes, they might want to listen to the old ones. Who knows? And like we said, don't forget to check out Designs by Sydney. She's a great friend, member of the family at this point, and a great graphic designer. No one's going to be better than her at graphic design. So if you need something, check out Designs by Sydney. Other than that, y'all have a great week, and we will catch you when we catch you. Bye, everybody.